Yo, what's good, family? How we doing?
What's up?
Chilling. We chilling. Lucci, body
We're all in the
bag,
building.
man. Where the
There we
fuck is
go.
Cujo? There it is. There it
Cujo's
is.
right
Yo,
here.
yo,
We some head, boss. We some
yeah,
head, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
knock a
here,
head
man.
out. We some head.
What up, buddy bag?
Yeah, man. We here. We black. We proud. And
Something like that.
yeah, damn, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we black and proud. And we got Robbie. You know. Um,
I'm proud too, man. Come on.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you proud, man. It's okay to be proud, man. I ain't gonna lie. This first topic, man. I hope you ain't offended, brother. We just proud to be black around here. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna get, straight into it, man. Is we podding? We here, man. Listen, man, shout out Montgomery, you know what I'm saying? Shout out brother Phil Will, you know what I'm saying, Mobile, Alabama, and all that. But we specifically talking about Montgomery, Alabama. Man, them Bama boys out there, man, with the brawl situation, man. Wild story, man. There's just so much, man. So many angles and so many arrests and so many injuries, and man, it was a lot, man. Literally started over what was it started over, man? Like I don't even know what it was started over.
Niggas wouldn't move their
They
boat.
wouldn't move the
He
boat.
wouldn't move.
Yeah.
He wouldn't move the
Yeah,
boat.
Mhm.
He wouldn't move the boat. He was on a ferry, and you couldn't have your boat over there. He wouldn't move the fucking boat. And I just want to say, one dude was out of pocket for getting that lady down with that chair, bro. You
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. No, he wasn't.
No, he was. No, hold on. He was. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he was.
Play by play.
At that point, you're doing as a black person, you doing too much. Like she was already got her ass whooped by the auntie. Even the auntie stopped the nigga. But the auntie stopped the nigga. You doing too much, Cal. You fuck out of here. You ain't nigga. You doing too much.
I reiterate.
Why you hitting a woman down?
Fuck out of here.
Nah, he hitting a woman down, bro.
Bro, they done knocked niggas out they crop.
You saw a couple of white men jumping on a black man. You as a white man jumped in.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
No,
that's over there. That's over there.
Okay, we here. We here now.
That's that section, bro. That's that section. I don't give a fuck if you're a black man, nigga. That's some bitch ass shit.
Let him get his shit off first, Cal. Go ahead, buddy.
Let me get my shit off. He hit his shit. He hit that lady when she already got her shit mixed. Even the police stopped her and the lady that beat her ass stopped. Nigga, you chill the fuck out. Nigga, you calm down. Nigga, I know you mad. You got our revenge.
He's going
on the
to
other
jail.
side, I'm not mad at everybody. That's the only thing. Like you doing too much as a black man to do that. Don't do that lady shit down. She already got her shit.
I would just say this, just from a nigga being in a brawl before, bro. Bro, when your blood is pumping like that, bro, you're not thinking. Like, so I seen the guy who's the one who's swinging the chip, bro. He was just into it with the white guy. Like he was just right there mixing with the white guy, and the other black guy was mixing with the white guy. So he running straight off of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? So I pop this motherfucker with a chair. Anything I see white, I'm popping. I'm swinging with swinging the chair. You feel me? Anything I see, so I get it.
I mean,
I thought that. Man, guess what? I thought it was wrong, bro. But at the end of the day, man, we got our lick back, man. I'm not fuck all that, man. I ain't got time for all that, man. We got our fucking lick back, man.
Yoshi, what I'm saying, you got a lick back, but what I'm saying is he could have killed that lady because she was older than him. That would have went left.
Bro, he's an old man too.
I'm proud of. No, but a man's durability is different from a
I understand about the bro.
I'm looking at it. I'm really looking at it now.
I saw the brother.
So hold up.
He doesn't look all that old. I saw the brother.
I got a question about it back. So if we're out there brawling with somebody, and a guy end up picking up a baller and cracking people across the head, would you tell him that he's wrong because this is how he feel like, you know what, this where it's at now?
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is his energy was wrong. He didn't know how to control it. I know it's hard to get out of that, but like that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Answer your interview, my nigga. Like, cause we won, but then like we didn't go overboard because it could have went worse. There's a lot of black people down there. They could have really done them dirty. I'm just proud that didn't happen. Cause niggas could have really went to jail if they would have really killed some niggas. We could have killed some niggas. We could have killed some like that.
Ain't nobody got shot. I go get killed, smack.
Ain't nobody, yeah. You know,
Nobody go get killed, smack. We just want our league back.
You can die.
Security guard.
You the host.
You can die like that. You can die in a fist fight.
I got these 2 joints from the internet that I'm gonna share with brothers. All right. So I would need. Can we address the crowd in my Low Deluxe verse? You see what I'm saying? Can we address the crowd? Let's address the crowd. This is the first joint we got.
Hey, finish your screen, brother.
Oh yeah.
And we here now.
Y'all can see the screen. We good?
Waiting 22 minutes. I don't think the MVP is the nigga swimming though. Shout out to him.
Actually, I just seen it, but
hold on. Technical difficulty. Like, hold on. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I just put it up.
We got this. Can y'all hear this?
See if a nigga can hear it.
Oh, we can see it.
We can see it, but it's not.
We can see it.
Playing.
Cool. So I want to show
This guy, bro. This guy. Yo, listen to him.
Make sure the volume up.
Hey, go ahead. Oh shit!
That nigga like a street fighter before and after.
Oh, we can't hear him, but yo, he says, bro, turns out that old guy can really fucking punch.
Yeah.
Hey, but the most funniest part, bro, which I didn't catch when I first watched it, was the hat toss, bro.
That was
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
The internet pointed it out. Like, oh man, I watched that hat toss at least 20 times, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Now, you know what? The
oh no, that's an old man. He said he took the hat off.
Swimming. Yeah. Go fight the niggas, bro. Like the nigga really hopped in the water.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah, I was like,
Aquaman. Then he went over there, got screamed. Straight over there. I was gonna somebody. Soon as he got
get mad.
Somebody.
Lucy, I was gonna get mad at first because the dude in the orange, he hit the man and he beat him up and dipped off. I'm like, nah, we need to get back for him. And I had to go to another clip. I'm like, oh yeah, he got his shit mixed. Hell yeah, there was another nigga in the blue, another old man. I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't wait to do it. I couldn't even wait. I'm like, man, I'm posting. I don't gotta edit shit. We just for the culture. For the culture, I gotta do it.
It's crazy how the security guard was outnumbered at first.
Yeah.
And then it ended, and then brother showed up like a couple minutes later, and they got into it with damn near the whole family. And,
bro, that kid like swimming, swimming over it was crazy.
It was.
I want to say this though. I feel bad for the lady in the green dress because that white lady was not on shit. See, and them white dudes put her in a predicament. Like, and that's what another thing I hate. Like he said, oh, don't hit that one white lady. He's like, don't hit her, you a man. I'm like, bro, you just put your wife in a predicament, nigga. She ain't even trying to fight. She trying to break you up and shit. You got that lady in that green dress, beat the fuck up for no reason.
Bro, like, one nigga got knocked out of his Crocs, man. Like that shit was wild, man. Like he had no shoes on. Like they done knocked him out the shit. Like, damn, man.
How do you get beat into the bottom of your shoes?
Yeah, bro.
How does that work? How the fuck did they beat you through your shoes, bro?
You know what's crazy? Like,
nigga beat him down to. I was about to say nigga beat him down to his socks, but he had no socks on. Nigga beat him up his Crocs.
He literally blew a hole through his damn shoes.
Nigga beat him out his Crocs, bro. No, but the crazy. What another part was funny is when they square off with the dudes, and there's 2 white boys right there, and there's 4 black dudes right there, like on the thumbnail, bro. One of these white boys jumped in the water, bro.
Oh yeah.
That nigga turned around and swan dove into the fucking water, and he knocked out of there, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, man! Come on, bro.
You know what's funny, man? Right after that shit happened, a black man got into a fight with a white dude, and he got like a chair in his hand and shit.
Oh yeah, you see that other clip? Yeah, he
Yeah,
beating the
he
shit
beating the
out of
shit out
the
of cuz with the chair and shit. I'm like, this is an epidemic. Like,
That's a
niggas just grabbing chairs. Like, yeah, we remember.
Cujo, you caught the second one, but
You
did
know
you
what's
catch
funny
the
though?
third one? Did you catch the third one, Cujo?
There's a third one?
A black
What?
woman was a receptionist at a hospital, and a white lady
She didn't.
came around
Did
the
she? Oh
desk.
yeah, she used a chair.
The white lady
Wow.
came around the desk
Oh.
and tried to put hands on her. The black woman hit her with 3 moves, Cujo. She pressed A, Y, and X. She hit the woman, swept the leg, kicked her in the face, and then picked up the chair. And the security guard stepped in and stopped her before she could
It
hit
must
her.
be
He
symbolic with the
said A,
chairs.
Y, and X.
It
Niggas
must be
doing
something symbolic,
WWC.
man.
Hey, you know what's funny? The auntie, shout out to the auntie that was like, no, she was getting niggas arrested. And then the dude, he was like, this black dude was helping. He was like, and then the cop turned around, you want to do a statement? As soon as he said statement, the other black nigga, he had him in the hood, nigga. He got the fuck out of here. He said, I ain't making no statement. I ain't see, like,
Yeah,
I looked at the
bro.
camera, he was gone. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie,
Ain't
the
talking to
mug
no
shots
police.
for the white folks look insane, man. They beat the shit out of one white lady, bro. Her nose look
snout.
insane, man.
Yeah.
Like that shit got
I
a
think
stump
that's
on
the
that
one. That's
motherfucker.
the chair lady. I think.
It probably was, man, because I was like, Jesus, man. Like, yeah, they whooped all their asses, man. Like, wow.
A serious case of entitlement going wrong, bro.
That's a real
I can say that, bro. Like, I mean, we've all probably been in a situation like that, bro. But I mean, sometimes I think a lot of that shit that happened was a lot of frustration too. When
Yeah,
when you actually see a brother getting jumped by four white Caucasians, it probably did a lot. It did a lot to a lot of people because you can tell how everybody reacted, bro. And it has
in
some
Montgomery, Alabama.
you're lucky. You're lucky everybody didn't get on their ass though. Like this was it's a lot of people
Very
that was
lucky.
just sitting back recording and shit or whatever. Which that's the day and age that we're in. I hate that shit or whatever. Like I feel like everybody should have went and helped that man, bro. Like come on, man. How the fuck can you sit back and record some shit?
Well, Lucci, some of them niggas was on a boat. Some of them niggas was on a ferry.
Because Lucci,
Yeah.
from the perspective of a brother from the South as well,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people may not know like the history in Montgomery, like what they were doing to us for 50, 70, 80, 152 like years.
Slave state.
Just years of just getting down on us. You know how many times like our great uncles, grandfathers, grandmothers probably watch somebody in a less than situation get murdered in front of them because they black. Like, no, this shit was like, nah, we're not going. We're not fucking going. You're not gonna. You see what I'm saying? Terrorize a man for doing his fucking job. Them niggas. Shout out to the armed forces. Black people showed up by land, sea, and fucking air.
That's a fact. You know what's crazy is that there was another situation I seen where a white dude pulled out a gun on a black woman over like some road rage incident, and you could clearly see the black woman is unarmed. She running into a store to get away from dude, and he just keep pointing a gun at her, and he following her and shit into the store, and nobody's doing anything obviously. He got
okay.
But it's like when you're in public and you're dealing with white people, 9 times out of 10 the law is on their side, especially if
That's
they're
a fact.
within the area. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
They're gonna immediately accuse you and come to the defense of the white person for the most part, especially if it's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? It's your word against her, against hers. You know what I'm saying? Especially in public. That's why when I see white folks in public, bro, and they putting on a show and they trying to get you in trouble and shit, bro, I try to get out of there as quickly as possible because I already know what comes with that, bro. So I'm actually surprised that these folks got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Especially because they started it. And what I'm saying, if the cops weren't there to really hear the full side of the black people's story, it could have went a completely different direction, man. Like a whole different direction. So
Yeah.
shout
They
out
was
to that.
letting it rock too, bro. Shout out to that police squad because they was letting it rock. So I understand they kind of felt that shit too. Like, you know what? I'm gonna let it rock until dude pull out the chair, and then you know what? Now we got to break this shit up now because you know we might get fired if we don't break this shit up. But they was letting it rock, and which I gotta give them, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, the ass whipping was deserving. Like I think that. The white boys they went a little bit too far, especially the one who attacked the security guard. He was I can tell that brother was drunk already. He was on all kind of Miller Lights, bro. But like 16 Miller Lights, man. Like he didn't give two fucks here. I mean, to run at that guy like that after just sitting there telling him you need to move the boat and shit or whatever. Like yeah, bro. So I mean, the ass whooping was deserving, bro. So I mean, y'all got that, man. Take y'all lick. I mean, fuck, y'all got us a lot of times. So I mean, this just one little loss to y'all, man. Y'all take that shit and shove it up, y'all. You know what, man?
Yeah, because it could have
Turn
been
that
worse. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I know what would have happened. You know, them brothers wouldn't have been able to claim self-defense.
Hell
They would have got them on some trumped up murder charges. And you know what I'm saying, would have crucified them brothers realistically, especially if that an all-white jury, it would have been over with the curtains.
Yeah.
But that's what
you know what I'm saying. So
that's where you got to show up. You got to vote. Thank y'all for the black cops that were there. Number one, number two, y'all motherfuckers make sure, especially as a black person, please show up for jury duty respectfully. Please show up for
that's a fact
like that. Y'all don't know.
Yes.
Free Melly, man. Free Melly, man.
Y'all don't know.
Show up for jury.
Yeah,
man.
Melly.
They had a motherfucker that was in that jury, on that jury duty, bro, was saying out the gate, you know what, bro? They say she wasn't going from jump. Like, oh no, she was making arguments with everybody. So I knew she had went in there with the mindset on like, you know what, this is another black man that they trying to what you call. So you know what, in her heart, in her mind, in her heart, nah, fuck all that. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get this brother off. So she kind of convinced 3 other people to vote not guilty too. So that's why it was a mistrial. So I say, free that man. Like, bro, ain't nobody want to see nobody facing the death needle. Like, I mean, I understand brothers got killed, but me just being in jail, bro, I don't never want to see nobody in jail, bro. Like, that's just not no place for no man, bro. I'm not gonna do this because you're gonna. Nah, we can do it. We here. Let's do it. We ain't been live in what 2-3 weeks. Let's do it.
All I'm gonna say is let me finish this. Let me finish this PSA.
Yeah, before you do that, shout out to Smoke. Thanks for calling up, man.
Smoke NY, yeah, appreciate you.
Okay, what's up, Smoke?
With that being said, like, please show up. Like, it's like a civic duty, not only to do this, but to like local elections vote if you can, respectfully, because those are the shits that actually mean things. Those change the judges, those change the seats, those change like all that shit. Please, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Especially growing up, being born and raised in the South, you see a lot of crooked motherfuckers just have damn near lifelong jobs, hooking up black communities, like locking up, like putting children to fucking death with circumstantial evidence at best, and they come back afterwards and be like, "Oh, we killed a kid. Our bad. We didn't have enough evidence." There's a bunch of white people here on the jury. They didn't check shit. They didn't give a fuck. Like, come on, y'all, please. But
go ahead, Kyle.
So with that being said, like, nah, like, typically I'm with you, Lucci, but when you have somebody who's like a motherfucker who's killing his friends and family, like,
bro, allegedly, bro. Come on, man, allegedly, bro. Let's not do that. Free Melly, man.
On some OJ shit.
I didn't do it. Put the OJ picture up there with gloves on, bro. Put the OJ picture up,
bro. That's some wild niggas.
To be fair, Kyle, no gun residue.
No, bro. I'm telling you, bro. No weapon, no case, bro. Like, you know how this shit go, Cam?
I was about to say,
you know how it go, Cam.
Before we go, brother Ty, I want you to read his comment in the chat. You know what I'm saying? He's he's apostle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the chat. Go ahead, read the comment, Robbie.
What?
The Cade?
Oh, Cade, I put that up. Cade, you're trash and you're fired.
Oh man, no! Shout out to brother Kid, man. Shout out to brother. That brother work hard for us when he working, man. Come on, shout out to Kid, man. We not doing this, man.
He put a hard, yeah, some hard work.
Shout out to Lucci's daughter in the chat.
Yeah, my daughter. She. When she
You know what I'm
said
saying?
Oh, I was wondering
Realistically,
who that was.
you ain't supposed to be listening to this young one, but
nah, she here. She get out of here.
yeah, man.
Listen, she get out of here, bro.
You know.
She better be listening. Get out of here.
Grown folks talking.
Yeah, but shout out brother Ty, man. I do want to say though, like I said, I'm glad this situation went the way it did because I'm just remembering, the Michael Jackson impersonator, that recently got killed, man, on the train, and to see everybody, bro, not only to see the man choke the brother out, and then have people help him, right, and then to find out he was getting choked out for like half an hour before he passed, and nobody did anything, man. Like,
yeah, that's hard.
No one did anything. That's a horrible way to go out, man. You know what I'm saying? Recently, a brother in New York got stabbed, you know what I'm saying, by a group of non-black people, man. He was a gay brother, you know what I'm saying? But I don't knock anybody's, you know what I'm saying, sexuality or nothing. You know what I'm saying? The brother got stabbed. And a bunch of non-black people got locked up for it recently. I think it was out in New York. He got into it with somebody. There's so many stories, man. The brother that was supposed to speak out against the whole Tyree Nichols case, retired cop. They found him dead somewhere mysteriously.
Bro, come on, you know it. Bro, let me tell you this, bro. They lied don't bill, man. Yeah, they lied don't bill, man. They lied don't bill, man. They lied don't bill, man.
We saved that for the sophisticated sippers, brother. We not finna.
Hey man, yeah, we can talk about it.
Good, nah, they lied don't bill, man. Come on, man. You know they be lying, bro. You know they be lying, bro. Come on, man. Lying on.
Sophisticated super show, man. We gotta get in our bag for that one, man.
Oh yeah, that's
the level of cringe we could provide.
Yeah,
it's so much.
We gotta find the brother from Mobile, man.
Shout out to Umar, man. We gotta talk about Umar again on this sophisticated system.
Oh God, I'm not showing up. I swear to God.
You didn't see that picture, brother?
That's Cal's favorite. That's Cal's favorite person, man. Yeah, you got to show up. Yeah, Miss Suki, man. Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Man, got to get her life together. You better get her life together. She gonna be skirting and all that shit on no Twitter and all that no more, man. Nah, we ain't doing all that, man. You put that shit out there, man. Looking like pus juice or nah. Go ahead, man. And you skirting out beer. That looking like beer, Cal.
And with that being said,
look like more liquid.
This is now turning into an episode of Sophisticated Sippers as we see.
Go ahead, guys. Let's get out of here. Go ahead. You good
right now?
I got the picture, Cujo. I can't show the picture real quick.
Get out, chat tank. Appreciate you.
I got the picture. The picture.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Let's share the screen. Shall we address
shout out brother Umari?
Man, I fucking can't stand this thing, yo.
If y'all in the thing, man, hit the like button, man. Drop a little comment.
Please do.
Emoji, whatever, it helps.
Nah, this website trying to download some spyware on that nigga.
Oh no!
Hold on. We backing out.
That was me. So what is that?
Googleable. I'm not doing this with y'all.
Yeah, bear with us, my niggas. And my nigga.
Okay, look, bro. The brother about to change her life, man. Come on, man. She ain't looked that sophisticated in a long time, bro. Come on. She was just in. Hold up. She was just in London when she tried to get her coochie scratch. Her coochie scratch and eat a nigga. What? Nah, come on, man. And eat a nigga. What? Nah, you heard what she said, bro. That's a wild shit, man. Nah, fam.
Bro. You don't think she's ever fucked a corny nigga before, Lucci? Shut up. These ratchet bitches be fucking corny. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They fucked the corny.
They were scratching the door.
Corny nigga out. Yes, this nigga is a corn billion to the umpteenth power to the quintillion.
You think you think Umar got it? Hold up, before we segue, Kuja, I'm gonna ask Kat, do you think Umar got him a piece?
Got a piece. Look at
Yeah.
her. Look at these. Look at this mouth.
She been highly blessed. She was blessed.
And was glad. A piece?
Oh man.
You don't need a discount
Let's go,
code to
Kuja.
get 50% off top.
And with that being
What
said,
are you talking about? Look at
it's in the
this.
segue. Yeah, let's get into the next topic, man.
That's perfect. 25 minutes. That was perfect.
As y'all know, man, if y'all don't know, brother Tory, got sentenced to 10 years recently. According to Tory, he's still professing his innocence. He recently issued a statement.
My bad.
The brother still
do it.
That shouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
My bad.
The brother still says that he's innocent, that he's gonna still fight his case. I think he can appeal in like a year or something like that. So yeah, he's still gonna fight his case. He's still professing his innocence, even after being, sentenced to 10 years. Megan actually issued a statement, basically saying, since all of this has went down, this kind of took a toll on her mentally and everything.
It should. Fuck.
Yeah, it's been a couple
angry. Come on, you got jealous at the party because a nigga was doing some shit with another bitch, and it led to that because you know what I'm saying. So you should feel some type of way.
First opinion about this, because I never really talked about the case like that and the ins and outs of everything. I mean, to be honest, man, I'm seeing the talk on Twitter, on the internet. Some people I'm cool with talking about anyone who supports Tory. I don't want to listen to their music anymore. I don't support them anymore. And honestly, listen, man, I don't want to make this some type of protect black man type thing in the case of someone who is guilty. But there's a lot of muddy shit going on with this case. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say concerning it, right? Tory obviously didn't handle this shit in the best way. Dropping diss tracks and trying to,
that was so stupid.
Yeah, he should have just took it to he should have just kept shit off air, off screen, off the music, off all of that shit, off the internet, and handled it that way, man. Should have took a lot of that shit to his lawyer instead of getting angry and just trying. I don't know, man. I don't know what his game plan was, but it obviously didn't work. But honestly, if you feel like this is the thing that's gonna stop you from listening to certain artists, I honestly feel like you're very performative, especially if you're a black woman, man. Like, I get it. He didn't handle this in the best way, and I'm sure he got a couple supporters out there, this, that, and the third. But please don't try to make this a matter of black men supporting Tory because he did something to a black woman. All right. In the R. Kelly case, let's be real. The reason why that brother got away with so much is because black women were also supporting him. So we can't make it seem like this is a matter of a man was supporting. He was going to go to jail either way, right? I guess some people feel like, the way his career went with the NFTs and, him being independent and preaching independence and having issues with the labels, especially being signed to Rock Nation and everything. Conspiracy concerning that, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm not too sure of. I haven't really looked into it all that much, if I'm gonna, be completely honest. So I don't know. I find all of that shit corny. Like, oh, I'm not gonna listen. It's like, bro, like, you know how many problematic artists there are out there, man? Y'all gonna have to literally delete half of your library if that's the case. Like, male or female artists. So I don't like that type of dynamic. Like, I find that shit very performative and fake. But yeah, man, what brothers think, man? The brother got 10. He was looking at 22 years initially. So yeah, man, what brothers think, man? If y'all looking to Tory's backstory, man, he has a pretty interesting life story, man. Being homeless, you know, having to fight a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know, initially starting off with rapping and then transitioning into singing, you know. It's a pretty interesting story, man. It's an interesting story. I didn't even know I think he was a convicted felon beforehand, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a lot to his story, man. But what brothers think, man? Does he deserve the time? Is it well deserved or what?
He should have probably got that shit halved. I'm not gonna hold you. Probably should have got 5 for that. Just off of the sheer dumbassery. Off of the sheer dumbassery of what you did. Like, people need to understand. Okay, so I hate to do this, but we have to do it for the sake of the formula.
Right.
Do we want our stars to be viewed, respected, protected, and insulated the same way that white stars are? Yes or no?
That's a good question.
I say yes. I mean, fuck, yeah.
I mean,
why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? I mean, come on, man. Yeah, like
the way they reviewed it. I mean, I don't.
Still on Tory?
Yeah, we still on Tory. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
so it's a unanimous answer for the people who answered yes.
I'm gonna say yeah.
So we would also, with that being said, in light of us wanting to protect our stars and give them the best opportunity to have like a long-standing legacy and an impactful career, certain things like certain changes in behaviors need to happen. You see what I'm saying? For that to happen, to a slight degree, because here on this podcast we talked about a couple of times to where it seems like other genres and things like that respect legacy acts. Hip hop not so much though. Within the past 15 years, hip hop has turned a new leaf. So much so to where you see like the older artists being able to still tour internationally and everything else like that, while you have some of the up and coming artists who've been in artist development and everything else like that for the past 5 years. The babies, both the little babies and the other baby, the baby as well, canceling shows while this nigga Nas and all these other Wu-Tang niggas and so on, still touring internationally, making money. With that being said, this is what happens when you have stars and things like that. Insulations happen. People get pissed off. Megan was the bigger star out of those two in that situation. This is what fucking happens. I know it sucks, but in reality, the bigger star is always going to get the inroad to success. Whether it's connections, whether it's money, whether it's sphere of influence, whatever, social cachet, like, this is it. You had a nigga who was about to beat, hold on, let me take my glasses off. You had a nigga who was about to beat a charge for possible felony assault with a deadly weapon against a woman. You know what this dumb, short motherfucking Canadian did? He was releasing diss records and all types of stupid shit, subliminal shots, after the alleged shots that he sent at a woman. Are you dumb? Shut the fuck up. Get your money. You're on your best behavior. But no. These short Napoleon complex having niggas always have to like do this shit. It's not just him, it's a couple other niggas as well. But like these weird niggas who have to do this weird ass shit, calm down. You're not as big at, more people know this woman, period. Calm down, bro. Calm down. You probably could have got 5. She was out here doing dumb shit. You should have took the stand. You should have hired better legal advice. If you cracked the industry code this much and knew how to gain these types of like benefits off your royalties and everything else like that, you should have got better legal counsel. It's not about what happened, it's about what you can prove in the court of law.
It's not about what happens, about what you can prove.
No. You said the first thing. You should have sat his ass down and not doing all that shit. What dude say on that song? Rap snitches. Tell them all their business. What MF doing said, this is why these niggas being still. Dumbass niggas. Stop, like, sit your ass down, shut the fuck up. Now look at you. You in there.
All I'm saying, that's all I'm saying, Cujo. And last bar, I don't mean to monopolize shit at all. Shit like this just is always very fucking interesting. If y'all know this, if y'all have noticed, this is a trigger point with me when it comes to like legality with black people, especially in the entertainment industry. This shit pisses me off because it doesn't seem like there are brain trust in our shit. You see what I'm saying? Like there are not kingmakers in this shit a lot. There should have been like a brain trust of Tory's estate that was in place. You see what I'm saying? And a kingmaker who preceded that person to be like, no, this nigga Tory can't handle this type of fame. He's gonna do some nut ass shit. He shouldn't have been popping like that in the first place. If we had certain shit.
Why? Oh no, the brother got good music.
This is yes, I understand that, but it's a reckless nigga. Okay, all right, cool. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Surf got good rounds, Lucci.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nah, I'm not saying that. You saying he shouldn't have been popping, like, but if a brother is talented, why wouldn't you want that brother to be popping, like, if he's talented?
Let me answer your question. Because talent under no circumstances in any other fucking culture supersedes character.
But Cal, messing up. Go ahead.
Say it again. Talent does not supersede character, my nigga.
That's a fact. I feel that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That got you there is not going to manifest the character that's needed to keep you there. How many one-hit wonders have we fucking seen in hip hop within the past 5 years?
I feel that.
No, like, come on, bro. Like, we have to be honest. Like, this nigga needs to be the fucking poster child of, hey, these black women are a little bit more organized than us niggas. Why?
Or be the poster child to that, bro. I let a black woman reaction get me out of my body because everything that happened that night was him reacting to how Meg felt about what he was doing at that party. So that's the whole plot of the story. So what she's doing in the car and what caused him to do whatever he did, which they lied on Bill, so I think they lied on Tory too. But whatever they did, what he did in the car to make it do that, I just feel like the brother should be a prime example of not letting women get you this mad to where you'll do something to a woman that you should be doing to a man. You know, in that sense or whatever. So that's my whole take on that. I just, like, I mean, Meg, you're not out the fight because I understand this brother's reacting to what the fuck happened at that party that you are carrying on about in the car. So I kind of get it. If you did it, yeah, you was wrong. You don't shoot no bitch or whatever. If he was in Louisiana and he did that, bro, Tory would have got 40. I'm gonna just be honest with you. He would have got 40, 50 years. They probably would have something life because in Louisiana, bro, attempted murder or shooting someone is almost worse than killing someone, bro. So I'm and then like with his sentence, bro, that's light, bro. He's gonna do 2-3 years, bro. Like and he'll be home, bro. Like that's light what he got. I mean, 10 years sound like a lot. When you hear it, you be like, damn, Tory got sentenced to 10. But if you understand the system, you understand that, you know what, he'll never do that whole 10 years. That's only 3 years maximal. Probably 3, and then he's in Florida or wherever he's at, because I was listening to Boosie. It's almost 3 years maximum, bro. Maybe 4, bro, that he's gonna do off that 10, and everything else is gonna be probation and this and that and the third, bro. So I mean, like, bro, I still blame Meg. I mean, but I fault. I'm gonna say this. I blame Meg, but I fault Tory from letting a female get him out of his character like that to where he has now you jeopardize your whole life, bro.
Nigga, blame that
like we said before, man,
I fault Meg, but I'm blame Tory because he allowed a female to let him get out his body as if he was reacting to a man. So that's what I was saying. Yes, I still blame him, Cam.
Lucci, realistically, not trying to, this is not no slight against you. There's a testament to your wisdom. But like, nigga, you older than that nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't never shot no bitch.
I ain't gonna never tell you I want to kill a bitch.
Why you didn't laugh? No, you did something.
We've all been there. We all won. I swear to God, I can beat this.
I ain't never said that, bro. Bro, I never said that, bro. It's thoughts that, bro. I didn't have those thoughts. Did I react on it? No, I didn't react on it, bro. Because I had an angry baby mama at one time, bro. And like, come on, man. My thoughts, like, yeah, bro. Like, she brought me to those thoughts. Like, you know what? I might as well. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I didn't react to that shit or whatever, man. So that's why I fought Tory. Like, bro, you let that shit get a reaction out you that, you know, some shit that probably changed that way. It has changed your life. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta just be more strong minded than that or whatever, bro. Because I mean, something like I'm gonna be honest with Cal. A lot of motherfuckers who got guns, bro, they don't even know what those guns are for, bro. They just like, oh, this for protection, bro. But you know how many niggas died with their guns on them, bro? So you know what I'm saying. So if you looking at celebrities and you know and shit like that, bro, if you carrying a gun, bro, you not. Come on, bro. You're not equipped like that. You don't even have that paranoia about you to be like that. You watching each and every motherfucker that comes around you like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, bro.
Let me say this, and we can get up out of here, Luigi. But after Body Bag speaks his piece, because I don't want to.
You breaking.
Poo on that brother, like step on his rollout or anything. I heard this from somebody older in my life when I was a kid, and I never forgot it. There's no pussy good enough to make me want to live around dicks for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. I never heard that. That's fire.
And I literally internalized that, like, oh. It felt like a nigga just.
I couldn't hear you, Cal. Say it again, please. I couldn't hear you. My shit went out.
There's no pussy good enough that will make me want to live around dicks for the rest of my life.
That's a fact.
And I was like, oh.
That's a fact.
When you put it like that, that kind of
that's a fact.
The whole perspective of it, like, oh yeah, no. So like,
But you have those brothers, you know, that's really like that. They're like, bro, I'm gonna die behind my respect, like, bro. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me, or you're not gonna play with me like that, nigga or bitch. Like, that's how some niggas feel, Cal. Like, a nigga or a bitch is not gonna play with me like that. And I don't give a fuck about going to jail about, you know, this and that. You're gonna think about it once you get in there, you know. And man, maybe I shouldn't have did it or whatever. But in that moment, like, nah, it got brothers like that, bro. But you know what, man? I'm not about to let no bitch play with me or no nigga play with me.
Because you know how it is. It's been times where we got disrespected by a woman in some type of manner, and we be like, bitch, I know you ain't doing this shit right now. Like we both like you want like. It's been times where I'm like, you know what? Let me calm down because I can really do her fucking bad. I can make her feel terrible about her. I can fuck her life up right now. She'll go to that bitch depressed. But like you don't do it, but sometimes you do it.
Yeah.
You do
sometimes
it.
you do
I've been there.
Bro,
it's been times where I've done this shit. I'm like, all right. Like, listen, like I say, I ain't proud of it, but one time I was dating a white chick, she was drunk as fuck, called me the N-bomb, bro. Mad as hell.
Oh, see.
You know
Come on, man.
Like,
choked out.
I literally snapped. I don't know what, I ain't never did no shit like that, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And then she had an audacity to tell her friend, girl, why didn't you help me? She said, girl, you should never call me. But I snapped, and I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen that side of myself do some shit like that, because I'm not that type of person to do that to a woman. But like, it snapped. Now the gun shit is even different. I ain't gonna pop no girl though. Like, nah.
It's
I ain't gonna pop no girl.
Self-control though, body bags. Like, and guess what?
I
like,
I get it.
You're not walking around with a gun on you saying this is my protection though. You see some people who walks around with guns and shit on and be like, this is my protection.
Try to have a motherfucking burner on him. Don't disrespect this nigga like that.
I ain't disrespecting body bags like that, but I know my dog. I know my dog ain't walking out the house. I mean, every time he leave the house, man, with my gun at it. You know, Cap, it got certain people, Cap, and I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
it got certain like motherfuckers that don't leave out the house. Like, you know how motherfuckers check for their wallet to make sure they got their ID and shit on them when they leave. You know what I'm talking about, Cal. Come on. It got motherfuckers like that with guns, bro. That don't. I'm not, man. Where my shit at? I gotta leave. Like, bro, we just going to the store right up the street. You need that bitch fucking right. Like,
Lucci, the gas station was literally across the street. This nigga I was friends with he was like from the ghetto, Cleveland shit, right? And he's like, I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't really have a real gun. He's like, you got the burner on you. I'm like, bro, I left that CO2 shit in the house. He said, you can't walk out here with no protection. Nigga, we going across the street to the gas station, bro. We in Parma. We in a white. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga on?
Yeah, like, bro, it's just people like that, bro. I don't understand. I never understand. Me personally, bro, I like I told you, I have a situation where anytime I get stopped, the car gets searched. Bro, I already said that, bro. I would never give these people the opportunity to stop me. I have a gun in the car. Where I can't hide this anywhere. Like, where the fuck am I gonna put this at? And I know automatically you want to search the car because once you run my name. So me personally, bro, I don't worry about carrying no guns because I be on some old lady, with my old lady type shit. So I don't even have that type of energy. But I know some niggas, bro, that they won't leave out their front door without that bitch on their side, son. And if they do, they feel naked. You heard that before, Cal. They feel naked. Now I'm out here naked, man. Like
right hand of God, Lucci. Right hand of God. After I got to a certain point in my life, I stopped hanging with niggas like that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with niggas like that too. Nah, I don't.
Because now you bringing nervous, like nervous
paranoia,
energy and paranoia into my shit. I don't even move like that. Like, I don't move like, a nigga might catch me for something I did or said 7.5 years ago. So I gotta take this shit to Publix and Whole Foods and fucking Target and the car washer place. And when I want to vacuum in my car, I gotta make sure the blit like loaded, like one in the chamber in case I'm vacuuming the floor and I gotta shoot a nigga you gonna shoot a nigga at the Quick Trip? I don't want to be around you, bro. That's too much fucking stress, G.
That's doing too much. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit too much, bro. But like I said, okay, I don't, I don't carry guns. I'm confident in my, whatever I got going on. I just stay away from them type of situations.
Gun, if I got married while I was still fucking with them niggas, bro. Everybody in white, boom, cakes, champagne. Single bitches looking to fuck niggas, a whole bunch of shit going on, balloons up in the air, diamonds, gold everywhere.
But you will have that one person saying, "Nah, bro, it's too many people in here, bro. So I'm gonna pop off, bro."
Take your PTSD ass to the VA, silly ass nigga. You're making me uncomfortable, bro. Calm down.
Bro,
it's bitches, beignets, and open bars here. What's wrong with you, my nigga?
Yeah, I feel that. That's
fuck?
crazy, bro.
Yeah, see what Brother Ty said in the chat, bro.
Tell you, come on, man. This brother here always, bro.
That Tory can buy enough ramen noodles to hire security in prison. He'll be all right.
Come on, man. That brother Tory, man. You do.
Why Ty just pull up? I know what he's doing. He probably on that girl that was in that chat. You posted that girl. You posted that. He's trying to get ready. He's trying to get.
Everybody got a mouthful right now, man.
He's trying to get stitchy with her. He's trying to get stitchy. Yeah, she the devil. He's trying to get stitchy.
Look, I'm gonna let you listen to our little podcast real quick. They live right now.
Not put the brother business on Front Street.
This nigga body bags came through with the dirty Mac, like fucking what? Two-handed sword.
They go. No, they gonna go back on this, bro.
Never mind.
That's why he ain't up here. He said, "Shot, take it." I'm like, nah. We like, go for that. He's getting 60. Yeah, I know what you're doing. Let's get back to the show. My fault, y'all.
This man pulled up dual wielding dirty Mac pistols. Dirty Mac pistols. Just Ty was like, "Hey, this is something I do with my niggas sometimes." You know what I'm saying? In body bags. Hey.
Next topic.
We here,
yeah, man.
Take your sip, Cap. That one will tell you
hold
right
your
now.
head, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head, brother Tory. Keep fighting, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I have no dog in the fight. You're a talented brother. You got good music. I ain't really one of these type of people that's finna cancel you, man. That shit fake. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? As Kyle said, man, it's up to you whether you did it or not to prove, you know what I'm saying, whether you're guilty or innocent in a court of law. You know what I'm saying? Only God can judge you, man. So, like I said, I have no dog in the fight whatsoever. All these people that want to stop listening to certain artists because they're problematic, quote unquote. I mean, good luck, man. You basically gonna have to stop listening to music. So,
man, free Tory, man, free Melly, man. Free all them boys, man.
Said it.
God forgives our own, man.
Lucci said it, not me,
Shout
man.
out to Rick Ross, man. God forgive our own, man. Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
You hear that, Greg? You hear that, Greg? You hear who he shot out?
Shout out to Rick Ross, man. Yeah, them niggas dead.
You St. Louis niggas gonna get clipped on that fucking Maxell card, nigga, and I'm gonna clip you right before that card, nigga.
Damn. Shout out to the dead.
Shout out to
That's
the
a Saturday,
dead
right?
side. Yeah, hey man, shout out to the dead side. I've been dead inside for half my life, nigga. Ain't nothing new to walk around you niggas. Half of you niggas my cousins anyway, nigga.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna do a little public service announcement, and then the day before that, bro, we got one of the greatest shows ever to hit television coming back out. Power Full Force, Tommy. We back in Chicago, man. Yeah, we back in Chicago, man. This season gonna be another fucking, man. This gonna be one of them ones, man. Guess what? I have a special surprise for y'all, bro.
I'm trying to think Lucci gets paid.
They gotta stop. This shit going on too long. What the fuck they trying to do?
We got a special surprise for y'all this season, bro. Believe that, man. Special surprise, bro. All right, Cujo, on you, bro. I just need to put that out there, man.
Yeah, man.
But let's say you think I get paid for this.
We here for hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? 50th anniversary today, actually. You know what I'm saying? 2023. Yeah. Let's get into it, man. What brothers think? 50 years of hip hop. I'll be back in a minute.
Who? What you got, Cap? Yeah. Gotta say 50 years of hip hop, huh? Okay. I'm gonna shout out all my brothers from Louisiana, man. No Limit, Cash Money. We got a major stamp on this shit, when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think Cash Money Records is probably the best, the greatest record label of all time. I don't think nobody want to do the numbers with me because they look, all our top 3-4 all our top three is on on Forbes, like we you know what I'm saying, we did some shit that ain't never been done before, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that Cash Money is just me personally the greatest record label of all time, man. And I'm proud of that, man. I know brothers got other thoughts about that, you know what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can. I mean, like one of the greatest albums ever. There's a lot going on with that, man. We got three mega stars. Come on, bro. Like it hit different, man. When
you got Wayne, you got a top producer, then you got the nigga that's like putting niggas on. That's Baby. Then you got Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? You got two mixtapes.
You talking about that. You still, then you got Drake and Nicki, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's the item on the cake.
I don't consider them Cash Money though. That's like Young Money. That's Young Money, Cash Money. Cash Money. When I think Cash Money, I think about
Oh, you think about Wayne Drake?
Yeah,
Nah,
I get you. It's a part of it, though. You know what I'm saying?
No record label, period. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, when I mention Cash Money, I'm talking about the record label, period. Anything, and that's Wayne, Drake, Nicki, Juvenile, Hot Boys, Big Timers, all that shit is on the Cash Money Records, bro. And I just feel like they played a major part.
So the question is, who comes close to them, though? Is it Rockefeller? Who comes close to them? That's my question.
Bro, who comes close? I mean,
as far as the label, because Bad Boy ain't it.
Nah.
It's probably
Bad
Boy. Rockefeller though. Would it be Rockefeller?
Rockefeller. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Because Rockefeller under Rock, you had Dipset and State Property.
And Bad Boy, they had Biggie, you know. They had the Locks at one point.
You know who I would say? Well, we saying hip hop, but I'm just saying greatest. When I say greatest label ever, I'm mentioning everything. But what I do think would give them a run for their money is Motown, bro. If we mentioning everything, I think Motown, what they had going on, bro. I think that Motown might be over them though. If we're just talking about label ever just out of hip hop, like.
Yeah, all of it
because it's nothing in hip hop. Yeah, nothing in hip hop that's probably touching them. Because like when you have Wayne, Drake and Nicki, like bro, that's just down there. There's no starting three that's even. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, 50 Drake. Well, 50 Drake. Would that be close? Drake, and 50.
Oh, you talking about Aftermath?
Yeah, would that be close?
Yeah, that would actually be pretty close.
I don't think that's close at all compared to.
You don't think it's close?
No, because if you look at overall careers, if we start to pull up album for under both those vanguards, like no, that's not close. 50's discography is really ass when you take a microscope to it.
Damn. Oh, okay, we here now. Let's go.
Dr. Dre is a perpetual pump faker when it comes to albums of his own.
What?
If we
no, he's being honest.
No.
I'm being honest. honest.
Dre is one of the best producers of all time. Manny Fresh, one of the best producers of all time. Best-selling rapper, Eminem. One of the best-selling rappers of all time, 50. And I believe they also had Game on the label as well at one point.
Yeah,
they had Game, but Game don't stand next to. He's not close to Nicki, Drake, or Wayne though. So we can't. Game is not. Yeah.
But it's also everything.
We got to cancel Game out though. He's not.
He got a lot of cringy shit too. Like,
yeah, he's not. He's not a mega star. I'm gonna just say that. Go ahead, Cal. My bad.
Under the Nicki, Wayne, and Drake thing, you have to realize like, Dr. Dre was the guy, right? As far as from the producing thing, everybody who stands next to Dre, like their shit that works is a Dre sound. Did niggas just forget for like almost a decade, like 40 was the sound for niggas? Like right at the start of the SoundCloud rapper era, 40 was the nigga. It wasn't as easy of a derivative tracking to where it's like, oh, the dun 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 dun. It's not that easy. But when niggas was putting everything underwater post 2010, 2011, that was 40. That was Drake, which means that was from that camp. Like, that's there, bro. We have to cultural impact has to mean something.
So would y'all say Motown would probably be the closest? What would you say about Motown and Cash Money? Because Motown, bro, Motown has some shit like too. Like I mean, we probably I know y'all a little younger, but we know Motown, bro. So they what? I know you're 30, you're over 31 of them. Go ahead, though.
No, I think Motown is one of the most overlooked joints in music. Like as far as their impact, without them having to firsthand create impact. Like there's samples, the percussion that goes into it, the chord progressions, if not the outright just taking of their fucking song. Like Motown is fire, bro.
They had the Jackson 5 was Motown, right?
That was
Was it Jackson 5? Was it Mike under Motown, Cujo?
I'm honestly not too sure. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think Mike might have been under Motown.
I'm not even sure.
Who Mike was under, man?
Oh, they were under the classic Motown. Damn.
See? I think they was under Motown. I think they said in a movie or some shit like that one time, man.
I was just thinking about the progression of hip hop all throughout the last 50 years. Like, even what happened like before hip hop, how it became hip hop. Like before, you had R&B, you had blues, you had jazz, you had soul, you had a genre called ragtime. Even before that, you had Negro spirituals. To see how all of that developed into what we got now with hip hop is it's pretty interesting, man. Like you had Melly Mel and them, Curtis Blow, Sugar Hill Gang, then to Run DMC and Beastie Boys, all the way down to Eric B and Rakim, LL and them. Then like right into like the golden age was like late 80s, early 90s. Some people include the 2000s, like early 2000s, but it's really just 80s and 90s for the most part.
That's the golden era, you would say, right?
Yeah. Transitioning like Wu-Tang and Outkast, Mobb Deep.
Wu-Tang. Yeah, you said Wu-Tang. Fucking
Live Crew and shit.
Bro,
a lot of transitioning, man. You get into the 2000s, it's even crazier. Like,
I'm about to say I would think late 90s, early 2000s was the golden age for me. Like,
yeah, but as far as cultural defining, as far as like
that's what they say.
Shit, culturally defining shit, like it was in the 80s and the 90s.
80s and 90s. Okay.
You gotta look at the brand deals that were broken during that time, like the first hip hop group, first hip hop single act, first hip hop like that was the joint. Like
the first rap group to win a Grammy was, I believe, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then with Run DMC, the brand deal with Adidas and them transitioning to making songs with rock artists.
And weren't they the first international tour, Cujo, if I remember correctly?
Run DMC. So. Yep. They did that as well. And then you got LL Cool J at around the same time. Just propelling shit into the stardom. I think the first Diamond hip hop album was the MC Hammer's joint.
Can't Touch This, yeah.
Yeah, they had the Can't Touch This on there. Bro, that nigga had his own stereo. He had a TV show, and he went diamond, bro. Like that's actually pretty insane. So
shout out to the Crips, man. They
yeah.
How long did it take that album to go diamond?
I'm not even sure, to be honest. Like that's not an album that I really necessarily go back to. I just know it went diamond, and it was the first hip hop album I believe to go diamond.
You don't listen to Hammer?
Nah, brother. Hell nah, man.
Lucci, I'm gonna be very honest with you. This is a safe place, and I'm like, the reason it's a safe place is
don't forget we live, bro.
Number one, the reason it's a safe place is number one. I'm gonna say it's a safe place, and I'm the nigga who's gonna jump off the balcony first.
Go ahead.
All right,
do it then.
I know more Hammer songs than I know Beatles songs.
Oh shit!
I have never in my life listened to a Beatles album from top to bottom.
I don't remember a Beatles song. Like I know they're icons though, but fuck, I can't tell you.
True.
Never.
I can't name it. I'm not gonna lie.
After appreciating the niggas that they stole from so much, they don't.
The Beatles?
Yeah. What? Yes. Yeah. What? Yes. and then like gave slight credit to black people when they were winning awards and shit like that, when black people could barely even have the opportunity to pack out half the size venues that they were packing out. Yeah, Lucci, I'm gonna start doing just movie days in the motherfucking Discord, like historical shit. Niggas can be mad, niggas can not show up, whatever. You have to listen to who the white people will blatantly tell you, yeah, we took from them. We love what they did. We studied what they did, and we took from them. Yeah, fuck the Beatles. Fuck them. Fuck them. I've never listened to a full album from them since a child. Fuck them niggas.
Oh no, I ain't gonna get mad.
So yeah, respectfully, bro.
Hip hop has went through so many ups and downs, so many ebbs and flows. Like
I want to say like 2000s though. In 2000s, I say that's the transition period. Because when I go back and listen to that music, I be like, you still had the hip hop. It was a little bit different. You had the rapper. You had the trap music. You had the real soul.
Yo, you sound far away, G. You sound far away.
Oh, word.
Yeah, body bags. You sound far away.
Sound a little better now.
I was saying like that was a transition period, the 2000s. You had those hip hop, you had those spitters, you had those dance music, you had your R&B, you had the real soul, you had your trap music coming out, the first wave of trap music, like even the little silly songs you get now, like even like the ad-libs and some of the dumb shit they just rap and say, that's where that started from. Like that was really like a transition period where like people were really trying to hip hop because at first hip hop was a fad, so we didn't really know. Past the golden era when it's up there. We passed the fad in the golden era. So once it transitions to 2000s, I feel like it was like, hey, okay, we about to try a lot of shit. We about to try a lot of shit and see if it worked out.
Yeah, I agree.
So wait, Cujo, you said it took a lot of like delineations, a lot of different ebbs and flows. Like what were you looking at it from the context of for the birthday of hip hop?
Honestly, like I said, it's been 50 long years. Like to see it just explode into all these genres and subgenres in hip hop. You know, the 5 elements of hip hop still being used to this day. Even though some people argue that b-boying isn't as prominent now, which is a lie. You know,
b-boying, it's not as popular.
The way it transitioned to Asia and Europe, it's definitely.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Very, very popular. Yeah, they keeping that shit alive. You know?
Yeah, over there, yeah, Asia.
Same thing with graffiti as well. It's pretty alive too. I think what from here to now, the sound being different and certain OGs not really wanting to care to keep up or completely hating and then finally accepting that, this shit is way different from whatever they were rapping at one point, from rap being hip hop being anti-establishment to now being a part of the industry to an extent, selling out to an extent. Maybe just gonna keep it a buck. To it being considered, a voice of the people and the struggle for the oppressed, to now a voice for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like practically anybody can get into rap and blow up overnight if you got the right backing behind you. You know what I'm saying? The right amount of anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's way easier now than maybe 10, 15 years ago to really blow up and gain a buzz. It's interesting, man. Like just the discovery of how samples are being used in hip hop and how it's like it transitions like regionally. Like on the West, you got G-Funk. They use a lot of George Clinton. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Sly Stone being sampled.
Funkadelics.
You know what I'm saying? On the East is more jazz, neo soul type, and then you might include some early R&B, some Marvin Gaye, some Curtis Mayfield, a lot of that. The Isley Brothers, arguably one of the most sampled brothers of all time. like Jesus. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on.
James Brown has the most sampled drum package in hip hop history.
That's a fact.
Most sampled ever.
I remember when they first started sampling, man, and they couldn't even get sampling credits.
Mm-hmm.
They had to go back and forth with artists about that, and a lot of times it wouldn't get cleared, so certain tracks wouldn't be released, or they would just shelve the song altogether. So then it got to a point, man, where they kind of had to, they had to get in contact with people, man. They had to talk to the original artists and really get an idea of what they're getting themselves into by using, an artist's namesake or artist track, and cutting them a fat check. You know what I'm saying? Even the elements of rock samples being used as well. And other genres of music being used as samples as well. This shit really went through a lot. There was an era at one point where people didn't necessarily like the direction that rap was going into, hip hop was going into, from consciousness to gangster rap, and see Dolores Tucker, saying, basically wanted to put it into gangster rap, and that's that famous thing, we're not against rap, we're against those thugs. And,
it is obscene.
Well, we are against those thugs.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
That didn't necessarily work out because at the time Pac was around. Rest in peace, Pac. He felt like that was censorship, And if you know anything about 2 Live Crew, shout out Uncle Luke. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot to do with,
I had the videotape.
And explicit lyrics being used.
Shout out Florida. Cujo,
I had the video. Yeah, get Cat in solo. Go ahead, Cat.
Cujo, we're not doing that.
Cat just run past
that. Motherfucker step through Jersey.
Go ahead, Cat.
Shout them out.
Go ahead,
Shout out Florida. And I'm gonna say it right there. Shout out Florida, nigga. Shout out the South, nigga. We told them bitches, don't stop.
Get it, huh?
Them bitches. Y'all was asking bitches.
They said, I want to rock. Cool, that's you think I'm actually I'm not a segue. You think that's kind of like Uncle Luke kind of gave New Jersey that like house music sound?
What do you mean with the sound he had?
That it kind of influenced that house music you say from Jersey. Like, do what you say? It kind of influenced it. Was it?
That was the Midwest. That was the Midwest.
Yeah, because house music technically, well, not even.
Okay. I thought they were talking about Jersey. Okay.
Yeah. It started in Chicago, then spread to the east.
To the east, huh?
Yes, but it started in Chicago. It really.
Okay.
That's the original house. Florida even got their own version of house music. To be completely honest, it's similar.
Is that house music?
Nah,
it's all different type of. It's a lot of Cujo. It's a lot of versions of house music. Like it's a lot of different versions.
Uncle Luke is more so bounce music, not house music.
The bounce.
House music. Not doing that. That ain't no bounce music. No. That ain't no fucking bounce music.
A lot of y'all haven't heard, like, not saying y'all disrespecting y'all's intelligence, but like nationwide, y'all haven't heard like Florida house music, like the
see, hold on, we need to get it.
Stick.
Oh, that's stick. Oh, you mean sticking and rolling, sticking. Yeah, I heard that shit. I did it.
You know what I'm talking about? That's Florida house music.
Uncle Luke is not house music at all.
Yeah,
that's bounce music.
Yeah.
What he made was way different, And then the way he transitioned in New Orleans, also bounce music.
Nah, we're not gonna do that, bro. We ain't transition shit down here.
No,
we have our own shit, like man, like house music song. We got like
Boogie.
It's more of a DJ hype, like a hype man sound, like what we have, like the bounce music that we have. It's more of a hype man. That's why you hear like she got it's you hear somebody in the background with the music, with the bounce music. It's a different type of music, but that shit that been rolling since man my mom was a kid or whatever, bro.
What I'm saying is that's also not necessarily house music either. It's bounce music, which is completely different. It's a completely different element. So yeah, which I appreciate, because that became an integral part. Usually that type of stuff, it usually becomes like more so a local thing.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on, so we got it. Yeah, because boss music, yeah, it is a local thing, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think, like, bro, we the only state that I mean, like, our music is the only music that can take something that's slow and can have females, like, really, acting up on the dance floor or what.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You come on, Adele, bro. Yeah, bro.
And
Come on, Cal. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, come on. You know that, bro.
I fuck with Louisiana. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Go ahead. I know.
I fuck with Louisiana. Mm-hmm. When I get there, I don't tell you when I'm there because I be doing some obscene shit. Yeah. Talking about, taking shots out of bitches' titties and everything. Yes, sir.
You on Bourbon Street.
You won't see me like that.
You on Bourbon Street, buddy.
Bitches out here tatted up.
I'm back, man.
From ear to taint, Cooch. Hey,
I think that was Cujo just did, though, Cal. Let me be honest with you. Not to cut you off. I think that was what Cujo just did, bro. So he was taking a titty shot, man. Brother's taking a titty shot.
Nah.
It's a little different. It's a little different in the Midwest. I'm telling you, as a nigga who's not even like, bro, I was raised in the South. My people's from the Midwest, bro. It's a little different. Like going from the South up to the Midwest, that shit. What was that shit happening? Oh, my mom and them's generation. It's time for the percolator.
It's time for the percolator. Yeah.
Luke, you think that's a game to these bitches popping perks in 2023, nigga? It's time for the percolator. That percolator hit a little different, nigga. Wet showing
DJ brother, what's his name? DJ Casper, that
RIP.
Straight out of Chicago, that made the what's the joint, the cha-cha slide joint, which is a staple, in the black community. Recently passed. I mean, all of those elements are also all part of hip hop. As you can see, house music transitioning to hip hop now. It's not new, but it's a lot more palatable now. Sometimes them worlds would necessarily collide, but you'll have certain artists, like a Nicki or Azalea Banks, Drake I've seen, recently, and then in Jersey now, with the Bandman Reels, kind of like meshing two genres together and creating a whole different subgenre within hip hop / rap, and that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got alternative hip hop. You got gangster rap. You got umbrellas under that as well. You got horrorcore. You got emo rap. You got SoundCloud rap, and then even then within that, you got different umbrellas under that as well. That's like way different. They use way different instruments and way different producer plugins. Like the fact that it started off with a turntable and just record scratching to samples, and then eventually Fruity Loops, and then eventually 808s, and you know what I'm saying? Like within every generation, each generation, like not necessarily understanding like the different sound, like it's actually pretty funny. From gangster rap to trap, from boom bap to
the orchestra sound. Cujo, don't
forget. Orchestra as well. Like so much elements, man. So much instruments, so much samples, so much genres. Like it's all mixed into one to create a whole different vibe. Like, and now I'm even seeing kind of Afro beats kind of being introduced as well. And that's gonna be
Afrobeat is blowing. Yeah, that shit's blowing up a little bit more.
You're gonna see rappers. You're gonna see rappers hopping on Afro beats and creating a whole different. I already seen 21 do that shit recently.
But you can tell when they do it and when the actual African is in it.
Yeah.
Like Wizard
Yeah.
and shit. You can
Because I
tell
already
like
seen the
that,
transition with dancehall and reggae. And, you know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily new. You know what I'm saying? But to see it also transition with Afro beats, you know, that's gonna be a new thing in and of itself, which is also gonna be dope. Hip hop is always gonna evolve, man, for better or for worse. You know, I do know that it's definitely it's an industry now. You know, it's very corporate. You know what I'm saying? Black folks don't necessarily own, you know what I'm saying, you know, these companies, these record labels. So whatever image they putting out there, either folks gonna have to just go completely independent or just quit the music industry altogether. You know what I'm saying? That's literally one of the two options. So, and some people have an issue with that. You know, that was also a situation of for better or worse. You know, because like I said, hip hop was literally a voice for the oppressed. You know, just to see the way it started, X Clan and Public Enemy. Who else, man? Leaders of the New School and Zulu Nation, all of that. Like, bro, I remember at one point, man, like Headed for Self-Destruction was a hit. You know, that was a hit. Grandmaster Flash, The Message, that was a hit. And that was literally a song about
shit going on.
Poverty. You know what I'm saying? Racism. You know what I'm saying? Like lack of schools and all of that, bro. And that was a hit at one point. Now, shit, I'm not gonna say it's, you know, that wouldn't necessarily be a hit now, but
you gotta do more for it to be.
Yeah, you gotta do more. You gotta be a certain type of rapper. You gotta be a Kendrick Lamar type nigga. Would have to make it.
Thank you for saying that, Body Bags. Let me bring what Cucho said back. He said this 15 minutes ago. Well, niggas hinted at it 15 minutes ago. Hip hop has always been the whole thing about raging against the machine, the voice of the oppressed, the young, the restless, so on and so forth. The Eminem and Melly Mel shit is weird to me because of that. Because we only hear from Melly Mel when it comes to shitting on young people. We are no constructive criticism. Can anybody tell me when he came out in a positive light and supported somebody and stamped somebody? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 people here. Can anybody tell me the last time he spoke positive about somebody post his generation?
I mean, I told you, like, in Melly Mel's case, he's from the era before rap and hip hop became what it is, you know what I'm saying? So he's a little before that. So people like him, MC Shan, they were there. They were there before Heavy D and before MC Hammer and before Vanilla Ice. So I'm not necessarily angry or upset. I get what he's saying to an extent.
But you have yet to answer my question, though.
Yeah, like I've never really seen him publicly come out and you know, I think it's just a specific artist he liked, and then there's ones that he just really doesn't. And
so why the fuck do we know more about the people that he doesn't like than the people that he does like? This is what I'm saying. Like, this
maybe because we're older though. I mean, we're younger though, Cal.
This shit. Lucci, please go ahead before I speak.
No, I was just about to say. You said how the fuck we know more about the people that he don't like than the people that he likes. I said maybe because we're younger. Because I don't know anything, you know, too much about Melly Mel's, you know, that class or that era he was in. I mean, I probably heard some songs before, but I can't just sit up pinpoint like, okay, this is him or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe because we're just, you know, a little younger than that, but that's just what I was saying. You can go on.
Well, the
That is
people
in his
older than
50s,
us don't
so-
keep him. The people older than us don't keep him in fucking business. So let's
Yeah, that's a
eliminate that
fact.
real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a fact.
People his age don't go to his fucking concerts or make sure his shit sells out.
That
Let's
nigga
keep
still
shit up
performing.
a bit. That's what I'm saying. Keep that shit a bit up. No. No.
you're not.
That's the-
You're not going to a Melly Mel concert,
Bro, I
If
have
they
no personal.
Atlanta,
I don't give a
Georgia.
fuck. And y'all, and this is the thing. This is the thing. Keep this shit. Matter of fact, clip this
Go
shit.
ahead. Nah,
I don't
go ahead,
give- I don't give a
man.
fuck.
Do your
I don't
thing,
give
man.
a fuck about none of you old motherfuckers telling me about hip hop. If you bitch ass niggas haven't gone to a hip hop concert in the past 25 years, suck my dick and go find a
Oh,
that you can fuck.
Hey, yo. Okay. All right.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we're gonna have to clip. We're gonna clip that.
No, because now we have to talk. Because now
Mhm.
you got this old ass nigga who's hyped up off a creatine who didn't release a song in the 2000s. That's 20 years ago, Lucci.
Oh shit.
Early 2000s is 20 years ago.
That's his last song he released.
I don't know when the fuck this old ass non-dietary supplement taking ass nigga shit was. But I'm telling you, I can blink and this nigga hasn't been relevant. It's 2 decades.
Yeah. I agree
You
with
can
that.
take one nigga song and compare it to your career. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dog.
Tell me I'm lying. We
Nah,
can take
let
everything
y'all
that this
cook.
nigga has put out and put it up against Lose Yourself, and then we look. Then we can have a conversation from there. Why did that happen? What are the influences there? Who was stamping him? Who didn't allow him to go through? Then we can have that conversation. But until niggas want to have an honest conversation about these old niggas whose whole thing was, when hip hop was the thing, raging against the machine, bucking the system, we don't need anybody. Where did that get you? What type of ownership do you have? What type of leverage do you have within the industry? Can you put your child on right now so that they can have the same cachet as you right now? No, you can't. You're a broke nigga living off of better days, expecting us to respect it. And I'm not saying Eminem is above reproach, but my nigga, compared to you, he's God. Look at you.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Good job.
And I don't even fuck with Eminem, bro.
Nah,
This
bro,
is
you got.
This is the fact. Somebody tell me.
I'm gonna have to
please,
clip
somebody
this.
tell me I'm lying. Please.
I'm gonna get you
You're not
all
lying.
this.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
You're not lying. You're not
Okay.
lying. You're not lying. You're not lying.
So Eminem is God to him. You agree with that, body
To
bag?
him? Go ahead.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
That's around some white people. They be like, this is... You see what just happened? You talking bullshit. You just fucked up at work. That's why he's got.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Be conscientious of not only who you're critiquing, how you're critiquing them in the audience by which you're critiquing them in front of. Talk to me nice is not a one standard thing. Talk to me nice is make sure that you address me correctly. Talk to me nice is also make sure that my fans don't feel like you saying something different. And talk to me nice is making sure that history don't forget you. That's what that means. Talk to me nice. I can make them forget you. Perfect example. Hey, Lucci, you know Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Do you
One
know
of my
who
niggas,
Leopold
man.
is? Do you know who Leopold is?
No, I do not. I'm not
Okay.
gonna be honest with you. Hitler, my nigga.
See, that's a crazy tag. This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, we good, bro. I'm
Right
just
buttons
joking.
pushed. Right buttons pushed. You can be forgotten in history, bro.
Yeah.
Period.
So what would you say? He didn't do enough, or like why is he still relevant? Because I'm gonna be honest,
Not
Cal.
really we're keeping him relevant. You know your kids don't know who this nigga is, right? Luke?
Nah, they know who Tupac is though.
No, yeah, that's what. But they don't know who Melly Mel is, Luke.
Nah, they don't know who Melly Mel is.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, they don't. I will have. I think I'm gonna ask him one day, bro, because I don't think they know too much of anybody from that era, bro. Like I think their era of thinking is I know Tupac maybe because of what happened, but it starts there if they gonna, if I just probably go ask them something about hip hop. So it probably gonna start at Tupac.
The biggest reach that they could probably give to you is LL from CSI or whatever the fuck that shit is that he's on right now.
Okay.
That's the longest reach that they can give you. That's the issue. Gilly the Kid said it to where it's like these old niggas who want to come up here and talk on our platform and shit like that. Y'all haven't updated your resume since the 90s. We don't gain anything from interviewing you.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You haven't kept yourself relevant. And I would say that what Flav was doing when he was doing the show, kind of keeping himself relevant. And I think that kind of probably saved Flav. Because he probably could have got lost in that, in that mix. He was only known for what he was known for? The Clock,
and then Flavor of Love.
That's what I'm saying. So without Flavor of Love, you're only known for The Clock, bro. And I don't think that shit probably would. You know what? I probably wouldn't even been, checking for this nigga or no shit like that or whatever, bro. So yeah, I think the Flavor of Love saved Flav, like, bro, because he's from that era, right? Isn't that around the same time?
He was from that older. Yeah, he was from that older era. That older.
Okay.
Era. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Yeah. So Flav kind of kept himself relevant. I mean, so what do an artist have to do, Cal, like to keep themselves relevant? I know it has songs like, just like me as a kid. I can hear some, a old back in the day song, and it would take me back and be like, you know what? Yeah, all right. This shit don't never get old. I haven't heard it in a while, so I'm still sitting up here singing, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What do you? Go ahead.
I'm not a full-fledged A&R, Lucci. Like certain things work for certain niggas, bro, and I will never be impressed by what certain niggas make work for them. I'm just simply saying. Certain old niggas, how they've been presenting themselves, I can tell you it's wrong. For instance, Flavor Flav, with the type of musical acumen that he has, the mastery of certain instruments that he has, he could have easily been a fallback co-producer on a lot of niggas' albums, and we never know. He just goes by his government name.
Okay.
Same thing with Hitmaker. Young Berg completely reinvented himself. Got low, shut the fuck up, mastered certain things, came back, boom. Flavor Flav can't do that, and that nigga can play 15 instruments. Stop lying to me, Lucci. Who you playing with, bro? I'm too sharp for you to lie to me.
Yeah.
That could have been done. The hubris is what kills these niggas. I don't have no type of vanity with me. Like, I've been fucked up. I've been homeless. I've been on some other shit. You see what I'm saying? Ignore all types of like conscientious shit. Took drugs, crashed the fuck out, came back, reinvented myself. It made myself better, sharper than I ever been. That's why no nigga can tell me what I can't do. Bitch, I surprised myself. I'm sure as fuck. Who the fuck you talking to? That's what I'm saying.
Yourself, yeah. I feel that.
So no, this shit don't really like, bro. This shit don't even move the needle within the same household that you operating in. You're in the music shit, bro.
Did you like the disc, Cal? Did you like the Melly Mel disc? If it was that era, would it be cool, or did it sound a little bit outdated? The disc he did against M.
This, you know what? Hey, Cujo, you here?
Yeah, he busy. I got him though.
Can you play this really quick? We could play a section of this. We could cut this. We could cut it up, Lucci. You see what I'm saying?
We can play it because it's ass. Huh?
We could cut it up.
Is it ass like that? Okay,
yeah, I really want you to play this. I really want you to listen to it with niggas who know hip hop like that. Because we're not finna lie, ladies and gentlemen. While he does that,
if it was the '80s, it might have hit the '80s. Though.
Hold on, body bags. Let me do a fake sponsor. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the iswepoddin platform. Please tune in to Audio Hydration as well. We got our boys body bags here. You see what I'm saying? He covered that Montgomery shit as well. So please check that out. That shit was funny as hell. But with that being said, like, your mental health is important. especially if you're going through other types of situations, extenuating circumstances as to where you get held accountable for some shit that you did, but not necessarily in the way that you wish you got held accountable for. Just like Tory Lanez, BetterHelp, BetterHelp, BetterHelp is a bunch of essentially like mental health experts that can help you, whether it's talking on the phone, text messages, emails, video calls, whatever you're comfortable with. That being said, please reach out to them. You can get a 15% discount by like typing in the discount code IWP. That shit is not in effect right now, but when it is in effect, you got to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? So Lucci, show us what you got, please. Respect.
Okay, man. Free Tory, man. Free Melly, man.
Man, what?
No apologies. This ain't a disclaimer. I'm the king of
Okay.
making diss tracks. I know you with that. Now everybody get ready for the kickback. Why you hurt? Why you mad? Now you look bad. Like a roach just crawled out of your book bag. Get a pack. Go to bed with no supper. Gotta suffer the backlash. The top 5 is cap. You the piss that's on the floor in the elevator of rap. Why you ducking on the game when you shit on my name? Why they put Pee Wee Herman in the Hall of Fame? I would give you a pound, but I break your hand. I got the lawyer so
better pause this for
check and come and look at your friend.
No.
Oh no, man, this brother's cooking, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Listen, man. Oh, you know how it is on here. With
this is not it, Lucci. This is not it, Lucci. This is not it, Lucci.
I do want to say this, man. I do want to respond to Cal. I might as well just, And by the way, I'm glad we only played a couple seconds because
oh my god,
the copyright thing on here be kind of funny.
Yeah,
that's why I said a couple seconds, Joe. You see what I'm saying? See the vision, brother.
Yeah,
he wasn't cooking to y'all.
No,
I mean,
no. He wasn't.
To be fair, Lucci, if you ever heard the song "The Message," it's arguably one of the most sampled songs in hip hop ever. That beat is very iconic. The top 50 hip hop beat, easily. He had one of the best verses on there. Like I said, he is from the era of hip hop that was anti-establishment, that was, anti-colonialism, power to the people, just very Afrocentric, very pro-black, very, Pan-Africanist. Record labels and execs weren't necessarily involved at the beginning for real. They didn't really understand it. And by the time they did, to an extent, it was considered, rebel music. You know what I'm saying? It was basically what punk was to rock. That was also a transition away from like generic rock. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever was considered generic rock at the time. And that's what hip hop was essentially. It was a voice for the voiceless. So, you get to the 90s. This is when, the transition kind of starts. Gangster rap comes around. Execs come around. Rappers having their own record labels, kind of transition as well. But like in the same era, you had the Bay Area, selling music independently with no label, influencing the rest of the regions to do the same thing to an extent. Then you have, the shiny suit era kind of coming into play, mid to late 90s, where rap kind of became very flashy and braggadocious and, money, cars, clothes, talking about how broke niggas are, and this, that, and the third. And, like I said, for better or for worse, the good thing is that it made a lot of people a lot of money, fed a lot of families if you were successful enough, obviously. The con is that if you signed a contract and you were, given a bad deal, I mean, yeah, you were kind of fucked, man. You know, with all due respect, like that's why Ice Cube and Easy and them, they fell out at one point, and he was going at NWA, and because he didn't sign the contract, and the rest of them did. And this was around the time Cube was kind of transitioning into movies and everything. So and then the whole issue with Prince, and that's not necessarily hip hop, but like him kind of just changing his namesake to the artist formerly known as Prince, and dealing with labels and record execs. Same thing with Michael Jackson. That's why he ended up buying a whole bunch of people's catalogs and shit. I don't know, man. I get Melly Mel to an extent, like I get him to an extent, him dissing Eminem and basically saying the only reason you're successful is because of the transition hip hop has stepped into. Like they gave you a platform to be able to be the best selling rapper of all time, even over Jay-Z. And not everybody's gonna agree with it. KRS-One, these types, they don't necessarily agree with the transition. Some of them celebrate the artist. They might not celebrate everything it took to get to that point. Maybe they feel like they could have done it more independently. Maybe they feel like they could have done it without the influence of Western media or whatever the case. Maybe they didn't have to do it with the label backing and then having to recoup all of that shit if you can't give them a platinum album or whatever the case. I ain't gonna lie, them 3 album deals and you only got like 1 platinum album and then the other 2 flop, and you got to recoup all of that shit. Now you walk around with chains you got to sell back, and I mean it's just we hear about them type of stories all the time, and so I don't want us to get to a point where we just bashing OGs simply because all of them gonna have their own opinions. They're all gonna be different, and not all of them think the same as Melly Mel. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them feel like he's a hater. Melly ain't perfect. He done had his run-ins. He done got into it with folks before about his takes. So I get what Cal is saying. Like sometimes the brother definitely could come off as a hater. He done got into it with a couple people about this anyway. So
Cujo,
yeah, man.
When people, because I don't know how you feel about this, especially being like the type of brother when it comes to Pan-Africanism.
Yeah.
That you are. But like I feel like to an extent I understand where people are coming from when they say like we're not our ancestors type shit. I understand what you're trying to say type deal. As I'm sure you do as well. So where it's like the history that they were more than likely like shown through the education system and everything else like that. Like it's a very like submissive, subservient, docile type of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right. They
don't understand the like revolts and everything else like that happened. With that being said, this nigga Mac Mill has never came out and stamped TDE, Dreamville, none of these black-owned shits whatsoever, right? Cujo, correct me if I'm wrong. Has Mac Mill ever come out and said, "Oh, I stamped this shit"?
Nah, I've never seen him publicly
support a black-owned business. Where it comes to, has he ever done that?
Not to my knowledge, definitely.
He just comes out and bitches and complains about this. This is what I'm saying. Like that, those are the type of people that deserve that. Like we're not our ancestors, with Mac Mill being one of those. And this is not me supporting Eminem. It's just me looking at a bitch ass nigga not supporting other black people. First, period, point blank. That's my thing. Fuck that. Put your fucking name and your face and your fucking money behind some black people shit. Period. He hasn't. Did he support Ice Cube with the Big 3? Did he put money behind that, Cujo? To your knowledge?
No.
Yes. No, he didn't.
Do you see what I'm saying? Any type of black ownership? Did he give a fuck about what anybody else was going through post him? As far as black ownership, did he care, Cujo? Can you enlighten me? Because I didn't see shit. Could you tell me something? Something that he did? Did he help Ludacris with his deal? Did he help Birdman and them niggas with Universal?
You making me sound bad. Like he just fucking, he was not around.
Because he's a bitch ass nigga. He's a nigga that. This is what I'm saying, bro. Call bitch ass niggas, body bags. It's not a crime. We know this nigga. And we can walk this down. This nigga's a goofy ass creatine addicted dick sucker, bro. He's not helping any type of black person do anything. In hip hop specifically, can somebody name one thing that Melly Mel did for any type of black ownership in hip hop in 50 fucking years? Cujo, Body Bags, Lucci, Boom.
I can't publicly say anything, you know.
Did he put something on the nigga books? Did he help a nigga with lawyer fees? Did he help a nigga get an ankle bracelet off? What did this nigga do? Within the past 30 years, it's 2023. 30 years? All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the brother, man.
Let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah, man. It's 50 years of hip hop. Whether you like it or not, Cal, I mean, he was an integral part of that. You know, as I said, the message is definitely, you know, a classic song. Actually, funny enough, it still rings bells to this day to an extent. If you really listen to the song and the lyrics. But you know, I get it, man. The brother's very opinionated. He definitely ruffles a lot of feathers, and he's definitely not the most positive brother, if you will. But he is a brother with opinions, man, just like everybody else. So it is what it is, man. 50 years of hip hop, still going strong. Still new genres being created. New artists able to feed their families. You know. More vying for ownership, you know what I'm saying, more independence, less label nonsense, you know what I'm saying. That's it, man. That's all we can hope and pray for, man. So yeah, man, we finna head up out of here, man, you know what I'm saying, and head to the Discord, you know what I'm saying. Another week of We Poddin podcast, you know what I'm saying. It almost transitioned to Sophisticated Sippers, man, for a quick second.
Shout out to Cal, man.
Might as well do it. Let's get Let me say, let's get cringe.
Yeah. Brother calling
Just cut that part for a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
Brother Mac Mel, not Melly Mel. Like
Mac Mel.
That shit is funny, man. But yeah, man, finna head to the Discord, man. Hopefully, saying get a debrief in or something, man.
Yeah, man. Body Bags, Lucci, please pull up. Let's do this debrief. Let's do this.
Yeah, we know what they know. Pull up, man.
Touch on the topic,
Yeah.
You want to touch on that? Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Sign us out then.
All right, man. We out, brothers. We pod.
All right.